Next on ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend, new information from Del Sol Medical Center on what was believed to be an Ebola scare in El Paso. What health officials are telling us this morning. Police are searching for an alleged robber and they need your help. And only on ABC-7, we speak with a friend of the NMSU student who was killed in a car crash. And in storm track weather, Dan.
We saw the rain move in overnight. More could be on the way. Plus, the winds are back. We'll give you the details on what that means for your weekend coming up.
It's all the news you need to start your Saturday, October 18th, 2014. ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend starts now.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Saturday morning. I'm Josie Ortegon. We begin this morning with breaking news. A body has been found on the west side of El Paso. According to El Paso police, they are investigating the death of a woman whose body was found in a parking lot of an apartment complex. The body was discovered on the 4700 block of North Mesa this morning. Officers were busy closing off the area when our crews got there. At this time, investigators are trying to determine if the woman's death was natural or a homicide. We will give you more information as soon as it becomes available online at KVIA.com. And new information this morning on what was believed to be a possible Ebola scare in El Paso. Del Sol Medical Center in East El Paso responded to a case yesterday on a patient who was reportedly showing symptoms of the virus. We've learned the patient does not meet the criteria to be tested for Ebola. According to a spokesperson for Del Sol, the hospital personnel exercised full caution and followed the checklist in place for the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention for Ebola preparedness. Again, the hospital confirms the patient does not meet the criteria to be tested for Ebola, but was isolated and observed overnight at the hospital. A hospital spokesperson would not elaborate on the patient and the symptoms reported. Hospital officials released the following statement Friday night. It reads, quote, "A patient presented in our emergency department reporting specific symptoms and answered screening questions such that we enacted infectious disease protocols, including immediately isolating the patient and ordering further testing. The Texas Department of State Health Services and the City of El Paso Department of Public Health determined that the patient does not meet the criteria for Ebola testing. The patient will remain in the hospital overnight for further observation. I commend our team for their diligence to ensure the safety of our patients and employees. We are confident in our internal systems and protocols and will continue operating at the strictest possible protocol level to protect our patients, our healthcare providers, and our community," end quote. And a City of El Paso Department of Health spokesman told ABC-7 the department is aware of the Del Sol situation and said it appears the hospital is following CDC guidelines when it comes to possible Ebola cases out of an abundance of caution. And we'll get back to our complete coverage on Ebola in just a minute. But first, let's get your first forecast with Storm Tracker Dan Martinez. Dan, we saw some rain outside this morning.
Yeah, definitely still tracking some rain showers out there right now. Let's take a look right now at what we have on our radar. And you see this is just the last 6 hours on loop here. And a lot of that rain has pretty much come and gone from the El Paso Las Cruces area. I want to zoom into the El Paso area right now where some of these storms actually did bring some lightning and some thunder with them as well. And taking a closer look now at the latest frame here at 8:03 this morning, a lot of that rain now pushing over to the north of Loop 375 and to the northeast of that area. Closer to Homestead Meadows, Waco Tanks going to get hit with some of that rain right now. It's light to moderate in nature, so nothing too threatening. And zooming back out here, you see that we are still going to start tracking some more rain right around the Hudspeth County area, Roswell, New Mexico, Carlsbad, all getting some rain so far this morning. We're going to continue to see those clouds stick around today. We'll see those winds kick up as well. Tomorrow we'll have slight rain chances and we'll have better rain chances on your Monday. And your day planner for the day today looks like this. A nice cool start to your morning with 68 degrees, 76 by noon with that 10% chance of rain. We'll go from breezy to windy into the afternoon and evening. We'll get to all those details and give you a lot more on your weather forecast coming up in just a little bit. Josie?
Thanks, Dan. And back to our complete coverage on Ebola. The Ebola cases are generating lots of medical waste that has to be handled with extreme care. A St. Louis company wants to accept Ebola-contaminated waste from Texas, but Missouri's Attorney General says no way. The AG says the company has a history of mishandling ordinary medical waste, and it shouldn't be trusted to bring Ebola waste into the state. Stericycle is an Illinois-based company with a facility in North St. Louis. The AG's office says from 2009 to 2013, the facility violated numerous Missouri laws in the way it handled infectious waste. Court documents show workers failed to properly operate sanitation equipment, failed to properly track the waste, and left bins of treated waste outside with liquid leaking onto the ground.
Ebola is a serious disease. We need to take it very seriously, and we need to be stringent in terms of really making sure that we're adhering to all of the correct procedures in order to try to prevent transmission.
The AG filed a temporary restraining order to keep that waste out of St. Louis, and a Stericycle spokesperson told the company they agreed and will help places with Ebola waste find other disposal options. And moving on, before you head out the door this morning, we have some traffic alerts that you'll want to be aware of that will be in effect this weekend. A portion of Executive Center will close temporarily, and that's between I-10 and Paisano Drive. That begins at 8 a.m. Started just a couple of minutes ago, and it will be in effect until 5 p.m. tomorrow. Traffic will be detoured through Sunland Park Drive. The closure is a part of a railroad crossing improvement project. And on the far east side of town, complete closures are scheduled to begin this evening at 8 p.m. and will remain closed through tomorrow night until 6 p.m. They include the Zaragoza temporary entrance ramp to I-10 westbound, both I-10 west and eastbound main lanes between the Americas exit ramp or exit 34 to the Zaragoza overpass, and Loop 375 north to the I-10 westbound direct connector. Crews are working on widening the Zaragoza overpass at that time, so give yourself some extra time if you are in those areas this weekend. And El Paso police are searching for a man who allegedly robbed a convenience store at gunpoint earlier this month. Take a look at your screen. We have a surveillance picture of the suspect. Police say on October 14th, the man here walked into the 7-Eleven store located on the 4500 block of Sun Valley in northeast El Paso. The suspect allegedly pointed a weapon at the clerk and demanded money from the cash register and Black and Mild brand cigars. The suspect then fled the scene towards a neighboring apartment complex. Police say the suspect is a white Hispanic male wearing a light gray hooded sweatshirt with a logo on the front, light blue jeans, red Nike tennis shoes, and a red baseball cap with a New York Yankees logo on the front. If you have any information on this person's whereabouts, please call Crime Stoppers. Their number is on your screen now, 915-566-8477. And we've learned a 36-year-old man who was found unresponsive in a Border Patrol holding cell Friday morning died at an El Paso hospital. According to customs officials, the man was found unresponsive shortly before 11 a.m. at the Highway 62 checkpoint. That's a checkpoint you encounter when traveling east to Carlsbad. We're told the man was in custody because he was allegedly caught with drugs. And moving on to news in Las Cruces, we're learning more about the young woman killed in a crash on Thursday. She was 18-year-old Joanna Aurora Rincon. Police say she and 4 other people were riding in a truck near the intersection of University Avenue and Trevis Drive when they hit another truck. Rincon and another female passenger were partially ejected. Rincon died at the scene. Now, following the news of her sudden death, a childhood friend of hers, Marco Ramirez, reached out to us. He says he and Rincon recently graduated from Arrowhead Park Early College High School. Rincon attended NMSU this semester, majoring in science, and Ramirez says she wanted to find a career in the medical field. He says he knows Rincon's outlook on life left a lasting impression on those around her.
She was just always a happy person. She wanted to see other people smile, and I know she'll always be there for us, even in the afterlife, just watching down on us.
4 other people involved are at University Medical Center in El Paso. No charges have been filed at this point, and Las Cruces police are looking for witnesses. If you have any information, please reach out to them. And still ahead on ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend, Hurricane Gonzalo hit land yesterday with dangerous winds and heavy rains. We'll take a look. And NMSU's marching band will be making an exciting appearance this weekend at an NFL game. Those details coming up. Time now is 8:09. Let's take a live look outside, courtesy of our TxDOT traffic cams. Taking a look at I-10 and Vinton right now. Roads are clear at the time, and all that rain left the roads pretty slick this morning, so just be cautious if you're out on the road. And in our weekend weather, Dan.
Well, things out there right now still looking nice and cloudy. Will we stay that way for the rest of your weekend into the work week? We'll talk about that coming up.
You're watching ABC-7, where news comes first.
You're watching ABC-7's Good Morning El Paso Weekend with Josie Ortegon and Storm Track Weather with Dan Martinez.